Good afternoon, friends and family out in YouTube world. It's your fellow alopecia princess, Jacqueline Hill Bennett. Thank you for tuning in. So, welcome to my bedroom. We moved into this house a year ago. It's been just over a year. And in that time, we have been trying to get contractors to come fix this house. We've been trying to pull permits from the town, and it's been a lot of work. So, we are living like this bedroom. And I hope you guys aren't completely like grossed out by my bedroom. It's bad enough that I share my bedroom with a man, with my husband, and he's always upset about how crowded it is. The reason why my room is so crowded is because I have 100 wigs. I'm probably exaggerating. And a bunch of products. If you are an alopecia princess, you probably have a bunch of products and a bunch of wigs too. So I wanted to take you to my bedroom and show you how I store my wigs. Let's start first with my old wigs, with the wigs that I don't wear that often, and I keep in sort of a semi-graveyard. Like they're there, and pretty soon I'm going to restore them, but I haven't done that yet. So just hold your breath, because you might be absolutely freaked out by my closet. But there's like hair growing out of the walls. Okay. I have one of these shoe wall rack things that you hang up. I got it from like Walmart. And it wasn't intentional because I wanted to use it for shoes, of course. But it seemed like it was more important to hang up my hair than it was to hang up my shoes, which are literally just thrown down there. But we'll get to you soon, guys. So yeah, that's my closet. I bought a few skirts and things like that recently that I love. Look at this really nice. Ooh. Look at this really nice Nefertiti skirt that I bought. I got it from a thrift store, which is something that I do very regularly. I love thrifting. Let's talk about some of my favorite products of 2017. There's literally just a handful. I'm not like product crazy. Not anymore anyway. It took me a long time to figure out exactly what works and what doesn't. So let's get right to it. Silicone mix. The absolute best thing in the world. This will maintain your wigs and keep them going for literally a month and a half to 2 months longer than they normally would last. So you just always wash your hair and use this conditioner behind it, and you'll have great results. That's it. Silicone mix. Second, my sulfate-free shampoo. Any sulfate-free shampoo will work. I just choose to use this Cream of Nature with argan oil because it's supposed to be good for human hair, which is great because my kids use it for their hair when they wash their hair. Sulfate-free argan oil. This is what I use to wash all my units. And this as well. Okay, so that's 2 products. Third product, a nice conditioning mist for wigs, for your synthetic wigs. I also use this for my human wigs, but only if they're wavy, wet and wavy, because it is a wet product and I don't want my hair to get wet and then lose the curl and what have you. So this is Henry Margot, and it's an amazing product. When your ends start feeling dry and you don't have time to do any real restoration, you just go right in, spray some on, comb it through. It smells like the beauty salon, and it really does something fantastic to the hair. That's true. Okay. Thinning shears. I always keep my thinning shears available because anytime I have a wig, somehow wigs always need to be cut. I don't know if that's just me, and it might just be just because I am a self-proclaimed hairstylist, so I'm always cutting my wigs. But let me get my brush. Somehow my wigs always need cutting, especially in the front, to make them look real. This human hair wig, as I told you earlier, was a real challenge, but with my tweezers and my thinning shears, I was able to achieve some sort of success. I'm not going to tell you that this is a perfect hairline, but it comes pretty close. So I ain't mad. And if there are some faults in it, who cares? Like, what am I going to do? Just go crazy, right? No, I'm not going crazy. So anyway, yes, thinning shears. This is what I use in all my videos to cut my hair. I prefer to use these rather than regular scissors. It takes longer, but I get better results because it doesn't give me that hard cut that a regular scissors does. I go in sideways and I keep going until I get the results that I want, and then that's what I get. All right. A good wet brush is always necessary, and this one is actually called wet brush. I love this brush. My kids love this brush. I'm able to comb through my kids' hair without them screaming, crying, and going crazy. And it's perfect for the wigs because it doesn't pull the strands out. And then for my nails, let's talk about my nails, girls. These nails are press-ons, and I love two different brands. I love Kiss nails that are already pre-painted, and I love the Bling Art. This is my new favorite thing, the Bling Art Studio. They come with the that talon shape, but not too defined, so you don't actually look like a bird. Yeah, and they cost like under $6 a box. This box literally probably cost me $5.50, maybe $6 on Amazon. So that's the name. Ideal Salon Nails by Bling Art. And I don't use the glue that came with the nails because I don't trust them. I do trust my KDS glue, which I get in bulk on Amazon, and it's very inexpensive. I get like 20 of these little tubes for like $7 or something like that, or $6, and they last me forever. The bad thing about this is you can't travel with it, so I leave this home and I carry with me in a little box everywhere I go, because accidents do happen, ladies. I'm not gonna lie. I carry with me the false nails glue that came with the Bling Art nail pack, and I just use that whenever I get like the occasional pop off. But trust me, this is gonna hold your nails for 6 days before it even considers coming off. And on that 6th day, you might be at the like supermarket going through your wallet and pop. That's all right. Pull out your box, restick it. You're all good. And by that time, it's time for a new set anyway. So, and it takes literally. Look at that. Look how nice that is. It literally takes me 15 minutes to apply a full set. All right, so let's talk about cosmetics, the cosmetic products that I really like to use. And there's only 3 that I swear by. I use others, but I don't have a favorite. It's only with the eye stuff that I'm seriously about, like I stick to my products because I truly need my eye makeup to be perfect. I draw on my eyebrows. Yes, I do have a tattoo underneath them, but I draw them on. So as long as you're drawing on your eyebrows, you have to figure out some sort of way to keep them from smudging, because smudging is a big issue in the alopecia world, smudging of eyebrows. I mean, like you take off your clothes and you just wiped off your whole eyebrow. That's just so embarrassing. So this stuff really works. I use the Black Radiance, and this bottle is kind of old, so you can't really see it. It's a Black Radiance liquid liner, and I don't like to use the one with the felt tip. I like to use the one with the brush, and I use that over my eyelid. And you know what? Something I never mentioned was that I'm sure you've noticed I don't wear lashes. I know that I probably should. Every other alopecia princess that I know wears lashes, but I find them extremely uncomfortable, and I don't even think they look very good on me. I feel like they just kind of make me look older. And that might be because I'm so not used to seeing myself in them, but I've never really, even makeup artists have tried putting lashes on me, and they just don't look right as far as I'm concerned. So I just, instead, in place of false eyelashes, I just draw on heavier liner. And when doing that, and you guys know I like to live like a pretty active life. I like to kind of like run around a lot. I'm on my scooter a lot. So all these things kind of mess with your makeup, the helmet and the swimming and that sort of thing. So I find that although my Black Radiance liquid liner works really well, if I go over it with this Duo brush on lash glue, it holds it for a full 6 hours before it's time to reapply. And I wouldn't tell you this if it was bullshit, because I'm not a bullshitter, because it really does work. And when I stumbled across this, and in fact, I think I stumbled across this while talking to you guys, I really found a gem. It works magically. Okay, so that's that. So let's talk a little bit about this wig that I'm wearing. This wig is a human hair unit that I pieced together. I've talked in the past about not caring much about human hair wigs. And while that's true, it's also not true. I love human hair wigs. That's bullshit. Why wouldn't anybody love a human hair wig? Who would not like this movement? And who wouldn't want a human hair wig? Really, that's what we're all trying to achieve anyway. But my problem is I've never really been able to find one that suits all my needs and is affordable. Like I went to the wig store not too long ago, and I saw a gorgeous wig by Louis Ferre, or Louis Fair, however you pronounce it. It was a human hair wig. It was all rubber on the inside, like it kind of just squeezed to your head. And it was gorgeous. It looked like one of those wigs that like the Jewish women, the really, you know, the ritzy Jewish women wear. I just fell in love. I saw it and it was $3,000. I couldn't see myself. I couldn't see myself dropping that kind of money on a wig. So time ago, I went and I bought this Momento whole lace human hair wig. 100% human virgin Remy hair from Motown Tress. Not a good purchase. I got to be honest with you. Not a good purchase. I spent way too much money on it. And in fact, I'm a little embarrassed about the amount of money that I spent on it. Like, it was literally like $500. So embarrassed by that, by the way. So stupid. Because I totally could have gotten myself like a nice John Renault. But instead, I wanted to have something human. So I went and I bought this whole lace wig. And it required so much work to get to the point where you see it right now. Like, okay, so here is the part. And this part, I literally had to make myself. It came with a part that was 3 inches wide, which for me is just not sufficient. I really, really feel like for the styles that I like to wear, my part needs to come way back here. So I had to take the wig and literally piece it together. Can you see that? I went to back to the beauty supply store, and I bought, well, this I actually had for a couple years now, this piece. And I've been using it off and on. because I do tend to make wigs. So this piece I had for a couple years now. It is a Brazilian ear-to-ear, I guess, front closure. Is that what you call it? I think that's what you call it. So anyway, I guess I had bought it with the intention to make a wig from, you know, pieces, but I never got around to it. So, well, I had this wig here, and I cut a piece of it. You could see from one end to the other. This end actually matched that end. So I cut it off, and I sewed it into the center of the unit. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but yeah, so it was 3 inches wide, that part, and then I had to actually cut open the wig, like I performed surgery on it. I cut open the wig, and I fit that piece of lace frontal into the center so I could have a longer part, a deeper part, which now I'm happy with that because, you know, it's insufficient if it's too short for me. And somehow when I saw it at the store, it didn't look that way on the mannequin. I don't know. I know better than to do things like this, but I do them anyway because I guess I'm just like an alopecia sucker. Like, is anybody else out here an alopecia sucker, constantly being suckered into buying wigs that don't work for you? I don't know. I do that shit all the time, and it's so dumb. And when I first started this journey, I promised you guys that I was not going to spend a lot of money on wigs this year, but, you know, I did it anyway. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a liar. Or a failure? No, I'm not a failure. I'm a winner, bitch. But, yeah, so I pieced it together, and then I guess I should show you this too. I actually had to, take it back off. I actually had to also sew in wefts of hair because the unit, the Motown Tress unit, was so thin that you could actually see through the back. Better angle. Look at that. Look how you can see. You can actually see my hands, like my fingernails, my fingers. That is unacceptable. Some hair that I also got from the beauty supply store. Now, this beauty supply store here is really good. I like love it, and I'm going to put the name of it in the description box because I don't remember the name right now, but I have it, so I'll write it down. So I have these 18-inch wefts of hair that I actually cut and sewed in to fill in that back. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that life goes on with alopecia. You have no hair, you just buy a wig. And you get to like them. And you make it your business to get to like them. You make it your business to learn how to enjoy life the way that it has been given to you. Because there really is nothing else to do. Last night we went out and we had, we didn't go out, I'm lying. We ordered sushi. So I'm having some coney salad. So good. We had prophecy. When I say we, I'm talking about me and my husband. I made chicken for the kids, and we had sushi. Is that selfish? No, because the kids don't like sushi. So, barbecue chicken for the kids, wine and sushi for the adults. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bon appetit! Dentist today. This is what I'm getting fixed. They started it and then told me, we have to get a letter from your dentist, from your insurance company before we can fix it. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Well, it better come out right because I want it to look just like that one.